Hello. Did you ever think about making a podcast? You have. Let me tell you about Anchor. Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast. Anchor gives you everything you need right in one place. And it's free, which you can use right from your phone or your computer. The creative tools allow you to record and edit your podcast so it sounds great. They help you distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard everywhere, such as on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many more. You can easily make money from your podcast with no minimal listenership. Now, what do that mean? It means that you don't need to have a large following, not just yet, to get started. You can start off with, like I said, with no or minimal listenership. How do you get started? Well, that's easy. The only thing you have to do is go to your Apple Store or your Google Play Store, or even better, you can go online at anchor.fm to get started right now. Welcome to another edition of Building Healthy Relationships with Ty Pratt. How's everybody doing? Well, I am back. Got done with all three segments. I hope everybody enjoyed that. If you are tuning in for the first time, please go back to listen to the first podcast that I put out, and definitely go back to episode 1, 2, and 3 for the communication piece that I did. There was a lot of information that I gave. I definitely could have go a lot more into it, but I definitely didn't want to spend the whole entire time just talking about communication, because trust me, I can. But there's so much other stuff that I want to get into. So enough said, let's just go right into it. Today's topic, I'm going to be talking about jealousy and insecurity. Now, I'm pretty sure we all felt or dealt with some type of jealousy or some type of insecurity in our relationship, at least once or twice, or y'all probably doing it right now. Now, I would like to say that jealousy and insecurity, I'm pretty sure I don't have to say this, but let me just say it anyway. There's no room for jealousy or insecurity in any relationship. I'm sorry. I mean, jealousy itself is a complex emotion because it's not just one particular thing. I mean, jealousy is a fear, it's a abandonment, there's rage behind it. There's so many different things, and it affects everybody. It doesn't matter who you are. And I know like a lot of people might, hear jealousy from a woman's point of view, but that's not true. There's some men are pretty much jealous too. But jealousy is a very complex emotion because it's not just one particular thing. Like when you talk about fear is just the false evidence appearing real. It's just the lack of ability to see what's going to happen. That's just fear. When we talk about jealousy, oh my God, like shit, there's a lot of different emotions, like I said, but jealousy, there's no room in the relationship for jealousy. And, also jealousy is a personal feeling that, we have in all of us, whether we express it or not, we all have some type of, jealousy in us. Now, to say we all have it, this might contradict what I'm about to say, because when I say that I don't experience jealousy, I never came across any situation that I had to get jealous. So in this current state right now, I will say that I am not a jealous person, okay? Because I never came across, or I was never in a situation that I had to feel jealous. Now, I'm a very confident person. I'm very confident in my relationship. Even if there's another man that is trying to talk to my partner, listen, I can literally give you a run play by play on what I would do. And this is how we go. If you want to, have a nice little joking, a nice little laughter. So just picture like a nightclub. Let's just, do like a nightclub scenario. Me and my partner go out, saying pretty much she's dressed up, I'm dressed up and stuff like this. 2 things. I'm not worrying about anybody in that club. I'm not worrying about anybody in that situation. I'm there to have a good time. I got the person that I want. I don't got to worry about anything. So first and foremost, that's my attitude going in. So right there, I'm good. So I'm in there having a good time, probably having a good drinks, probably dancing, whatever. I sit down because maybe I'm tired or maybe I just don't feel like dancing. Now, here's another thing. I'm confident enough that I will let my partner go do whatever she needs to do. If she want to go dancing and stuff like that, that's fine. Shit. Go have fun. At the end of the day, I know when we leaving, she's leaving with me. Now, here's the confident part. Now, here's the, I guess you could say, why I never been in a situation that I felt jealous, because let's just play out 2 scenarios. So let's just say that a man approached my girl and, he's kicking game, yada, 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 just trying to get her, to, pretty much switch sides. And her response, what I'm doing, I'm looking at his response to see if he doesn't be disrespectful to her, first and foremost. But I'm also looking at my partner's response to see how she's going to react in that situation. Now, I don't need to jump in and, puff my chest up. Listen, I'm confident. I don't need to show out and be like, this is my girl, stuff like that. To me, that's an insecure boy. A person that's not confident enough that their partner can handle her own shit or handle their shit. There you go. But now for me, again, back to the scenario, I will look at the situation. I will look at how the guy is, talking to, obviously, my partner. And then I will sit there and wait and see how she handles the situation. Now, if she turns down the guy, and then if the guy is still being persistent and being aggressive, then yes, that's where I will come in and step in and be like, bruh, you can move on. This is mine. But if I don't need to jump in, I will let it play out. I will let her talk to the guy and, nicely, or however she want to put it, decline his invitation. Now, if she doesn't decline the invitation and proceed to take this next person's number, or even give him a indication that there might be possibly something more, then I got my answer. I know right then and there, for going into the future, there's no future for me and that person. Because if she can't respect herself and respect me in the relationship, to decline and not entertain the idea that you came in with your partner, but you trying to pull somebody else, first of all, I don't need to be jealous. First of all, I don't need to be with you. So that's why I say I never been in a situation that I never feel jealous, because if somebody's showing me their true nature, why would I want to fight for somebody that don't give me the respect to, love me and to, I guess, you cherish our relationship enough to not entertain the idea? To me, that's, and excuse my language, that's bullshit. That's stupid. To try to fight for a person that is clearly showing you, giving somebody else the time of day. Now, yes, people can argue, but you allow that to happen. Fuck that. No, we all grown. We not little kids no more. We got to take personal responsibilities for all our actions. Now, if you don't agree with what I'm saying, that's fine. I'm just saying, this is me. I never been in a situation that I need to puff my chest up, because why do I need to sit there and act a fool? If another man's game is stronger than mine, and if his game ends up taking my girl from me, then clearly, to be honest, I never had her in the first place. That's pretty much how I look at it. If I'm doing everything in the relationship to make sure that I'm building a strong foundation, making sure that we communicate well, and basically everything, just rather it's sex, finances, pretty much everything. If I'm confident enough that I'm doing everything in my power, now I don't got to worry that person leave, because then that shows me that person wasn't 100% invested in the relationship. And then clearly that's not a person that I need to continue to keep investing into. So again, that's why I never felt like I was in a jealous situation. Now, that also goes into insecurity too. Now, talking about insecurity, listen, that's a deeper emotion that can stem from way in your past. It can even be from like your childhood. Like, to have that, a lot of people don't know how to deal with that. Now, there are signs for jealousy and insecurity in any relationship. Now, if you want to know some small little signs, one of them I don't personally agree with, but that's just me. But one of them I definitely agree with, and is being passive aggressive. That is a clear sign of there's some type of jealousy or insecurity in the relationship. There's anger, and there's basically some other ones. The one that I don't personally agree with is anger, because we all get angry. That don't mean that I'm jealous or I'm insecure. It just means you probably did something that pissed me off. That don't make me a jealous person, or that don't make me a insecure person. It could just be that you did something to piss me off that I don't like you doing. But the passive aggressive, now that right there, that's a clear sign to say, like, all right, you have the issue, but you don't really want to address it. So you want to hold it inside or act some type of way, or how people will be throwing like small little digs at people when they talking, and you can have like a conversation with your partner, and then all of a sudden, like subtle something that irks them, they will tie it into the conversation, but then consider the conversation like it's nothing. Like, that's immature. Like, seriously, if you truly got an issue, just come out and say it. Don't be passive aggressive about it, or don't sit there and even say nothing about it. Like, if something bothers you, speak up. And again, I did talk about your delivery system on the last segment, so I'm not really going to go into a lot of detail, but know your delivery too. Like, if you feel some type of way, then definitely try to address your partner, or try to talk to your partner, and why you feel like that, because that's important. Now, on the listener end, on let's just call it the nagging, like the byproduct of jealousy and insecurity is nagging, always complaining about something. Now, I want to talk about both sides. I want to talk about the complainer, the one that's actually doing the complaint of what's not being done or what's not being met. Now, to the listener's ears, you understand that it sounds like you complain about every single thing, or you nagging about, okay, that one particular thing, but you're not recognizing on what your partner is doing. And it definitely caused conflict, because now this partner is doing everything in their capability of trying to make you happy, but the only thing that you can complain about or bitch and complain about is this one thing that's not being met. Now, let's just flip it over on the listener end. Now, listeners, listen and understand too, the reason why they complaining about that is not to be nagging or to be a bitch about it. Rather, whoever you are, it doesn't really matter. I'm just using the word, just using the word. When that person is nagging, it's because that particular topic is important to them. Now, that's very important that you hear that. So the listeners, when your partner is nagging or complaining about whatever topic that they're saying, even if they're trying to be passive aggressive about it, is they probably can't formulate the proper words, or to try to communicate as well to get their point across, to make you understand, or they're probably just frustrated and they're just probably angry too. But for the listeners, understand they're not doing it to be an asshole. Some might, but I would like to believe it's coming from a great place or a good place. Is that it's important to them, and if their needs are not met, then yes, they're gonna feel like there's some type of issue. They're gonna feel some type of way, and it's okay. But that's where the communication has to be on point. Like, y'all got to talk about this. Saying why that one particular thing's not being done. Does it, or is it because you don't find value in it, or you don't understand, or you don't want to do it, or you're not comfortable yet to do it? For whatever reason why you're not doing that one particular thing that your partner needs, just vocalize on why it's not being met. Now, for the person that's complaining, this is also important now, because now that you just turn into the listener, then you have to listen to why, for whatever reason, that one particular thing that you want is not being met at that time. And if that person's saying that it will be met in a later time, and if your response is, so why can't you do it now, that's not the proper response. If your partner gave you the response like, okay, I am working towards that, then meet that person wherever they're at. Don't try to fast forward. And now, again, I'm still talking about jealousy and insecurity, but I also want to talk about the process in the relationship. That period, and it could be 6 months, a year, 2 years. I mean, I heard different stories on people that have been together for 9 years and then they got married. I know people that have been together for 20 years that have no interest of getting married. So whatever the time frame is for you and your partner, I hope y'all talked about that, and I hope y'all both agree on where the relationship is going. So, but I definitely want to talk about the time frame, quote unquote, on the process of getting to know a person. Now, this is important too, because without going through the process, you won't find out if your partner is jealous or have any type of insecurities. Because if that's an issue for you, and if you bypass the process and just stick to the honeymoon stage, and I did talk about the honeymoon stage a long time ago, but just real quick, the honeymoon stage is this 3 to 6 months bliss, and maybe sometime a year bliss of everything that your partner that you normally would get aggravated on, you find it so cute, and you do not want to speak up or cause conflict. So you quiet, or you pretend or put on a mask on a persona in a person that you're really not. Okay, so you're pretending to be somebody that you're not in the beginning, and then once everything's said and done, quote unquote, when you feel like you have that person, the realness of you come out. That's if you stick to the honeymoon stage. If you are in the honeymoon stage and you showing your partner this is who you are, then that don't apply to you. But this is just more so for the people that is in that that frame of mind of, I got to make sure that everything's pure bliss. This person can't see me without makeup, or this person can't, see me pretty much without my hair being cut. Whatever you are doing to reassure that this person doesn't leave, I get it. Like, I mean, everybody wants to make sure that they're on their best in the beginning, but also make sure your partner knows the realness of you too. Make sure your partner knows who you are. Okay, make sure that going through the process, y'all learning about each other. Y'all learned about your insecurities. You learned about your jealousy. Y'all learned about sex, finances, your hopes, your dreams. Because, and this is my honest opinion, if people really took time to really be patient in the process, half of y'all won't be with each other. I'll just be honest. Like, y'all would truly find out, like, shit, like, yo, I don't want to be with this person because of all the shit that I found out. Why would I want to build a future with this person when everything that they're showing me now, if this is who they really are, then, yo, I don't want that. And that's That's basically what the process should be all about. I know that kind of sounds fucked up, and I apologize for cussing, but that's pretty much what it is. You want to date with a purpose. You want to know that the person that you getting with is one that's going to be there for you, two that's going to, fulfill you, saying, and in every sense of the word, whether it's spiritual, mentally, sexually, even financially, like whatever your goals are in life, if your partner is not, if they're not meeting your expectations, then that's your fault for not taking time to go through the process and seeing your partner for who they are. Now, having another byproduct of, jealousy and insecurity, false expectation. This is a big one. We all have expectations for our partners. Like shit, we all do. For anybody that sit there and say they don't have expectations for their partner, that's a goddamn lie. Okay, we all come in there with some type of expectation because we want to feel some type of way. We want to be loved a certain type of way. But if we don't communicate it properly to our partner on how and what that is, then you're setting yourself up for failure. Like, I can only use me for example. I can't use nobody else. I'm a person that needs to be direct. You need to tell me directly what you want and what you need. Now, with that said, that don't mean that I'm going to give you everything that you said that you want. I'm also in this relationship too. So whatever you need that doesn't conflict on what I need. I know that sounds selfish, but it's not. Hear me out. Now, it has to have an equal balance. I got to be able to not lose myself, but still be able to give you what you need in the process. So whatever I need to maintain my sanity, to be able to give you what you need, even if it's a small portion of what you need, but then in time gradually build up to more because I still have my sanity to give you what you need, then that's what needs to be communicated, because that's what's important for both of us, or more so for me to give you what you need. I need to be at a state of mind of being balanced. If I'm not balanced, then shit, you won't get nothing of me. Like, I will be completely drained. Like, I know me well enough that if I'm not balanced, then regardless, I can't give you even 5% of me because I'm off balance. I need to be equally balanced. And that's everything in life. We're talking about work. We're talking about, my family life, my relationships, sexually, mentally, spiritually. Everything has to be balanced for me to work properly. And if I'm not balanced, then that causes friction for me, and I won't be able to see clearly, and I won't be able to communicate and deliver all the stuff that my partner needs. And again, I can only use me for example, but that kind of goes back to, I don't have insecurities and I don't have the jealousies, I never been in a situation to feel jealous. Now, insecurity, I don't have that. Like, I know personally, I don't have the insecurity because nobody on this earth can ever make me feel less than what I can make myself feel, meaning that I'm confident in myself. I know my worth. I know my value, and can't nobody on this earth take that away from me. Okay. And that's important. And again, but my confidence comes from my upbringing. I was, breeded and I was drilled to love yourself, to always look for love from within. Don't seek love outside, because ain't nobody's gonna love you like yourself. Or more so, my mother, we used to say, can't nobody love you like I love you. But I'm pretty sure all mothers, you kind of know that saying, and all kids, I'm pretty sure that make sure all that saying too. But at the end of the day, the jealousy and the insecurity, what I'm trying to say is there's no room in a relationship for insecurities. Okay. And insecurities and jealousy is a personal thing. It's a personal feelings that we have inside, and only depending on the situation, our partners cannot make us feel some type of way if we don't already feel that already. And that's more so with the insecurity. With the jealousy, that's your choice. I know, again, some people might not agree with that, but it is your choice to act a fool when certain situations occur. If somebody's showing you, and I'm only talking about relationship jealousy. I'm not talking about wanting cars and houses. I'm talking about just relationship jealousy. If your partner is showing you their card on how they view you in the relationship and also how they view their self, then why would you fight for a person that don't respect you? Okay, I just want everybody to hear that. Like, know yourself before you jump out there and try to, stand up for this man or this woman or basically for whoever. If this person is not standing up for their self in the relationship and also the relationship itself, why are you going to jump in and try to fight for that? Like, clearly that person already show you who they are. My honest opinion, I would just leave. And that whole bar scenario or like club scene, honestly, I would have walked up or I would have got up and walked out. And there you go. And I won't even be passive aggressive about it. I won't even, find somebody else to walk outside with me. No, I would just get up and like, yo, cool, I'm out. But that's just me. So, like always, I want to say thank you and truly thank you for listening. I see that my audience is growing more and more. I will keep giving you more of my podcast. If y'all have any type of feedbacks, any type of, criticism, please send it back my way. And like I said before, if you know somebody that needs to hear this, please share this, like this, spread the word. And until next time, I'll talk to you.